Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the chilling story of one of history's most notorious serial killers, John Wayne Gacy, the Killer Clown. Gacy's tale is a spine-tingling journey into horror as we unveil the grotesque details of his double life. Don't forget to subscribe for more true crime tales. John Wayne Gacy was the unassuming ideal neighbor. Born in Chicago in 1942, he was a successful businessman and a political figure. Most shockingly, he often dressed as Pogo the Clown to entertain children. Yet beneath that painted smile lurked a terrifying darkness that would shock the world. By day, Gacy was a respected community member. By night, he was one of America's most prolific serial killers. Between 1972 and 1978, he murdered at least 33 young men and boys. Luring them with promises of work or friendship, Gacy subjected his victims to unimaginable horrors. Gacy's crimes were grotesque and methodically planned. He would often gain his victims' trust, then offer them a drink or a magic trick using handcuffs. Once they were restrained, a nightmare unfolded. Torture, rape, and strangulation by rope was Gacy's terrifying pattern. Many assaults occurred in his suburban home, right in a quiet neighborhood. To outsiders, Gacy was friendly and charming, but he buried 29 victims in his crawl space, hiding them in plain sight. Gacy dismissed the stench of decay as plumbing issues, keeping his secret concealed. Imagine living above the graves of your victims, as Gacy did. Socializing, attending community events, and dressing as Pogo the Clown, Gacy masked his monstrosity while his victims decayed below. His ability to separate his life from his crimes is deeply unsettling. Gacy's double life was a horror in itself. By day, he entertained children dressed as a clown, bringing smiles and laughter. But behind the face, Paint was a man capable of horrific violence. This ironic contrast makes Gacy's story even more chilling. This duality earned Gacy his infamy. Wearing two masks, one beloved and one monstrous, he hid his true nature. The stark contrast between his public persona and hidden evil raises disturbing questions about how well we truly know those around us. Gacy's victims were mostly young men and boys, often runaways or marginalized individuals. He preyed on their vulnerabilities, offering money, jobs, or shelter. Tragically, many went unnoticed, slipping through society's cracks, enabling Gacy's horrific spree to persist. In 1978, 15-year-old Robert Piest disappeared after mentioning a job with Gacy. This was a turning point. Gacy had made a critical error, leaving behind too many clues. The investigation into Piest's disappearance set the stage for uncovering Gacy's grim secrets. As investigators focused on Gacy, a shocking discovery awaited. Searching his home, they found the unmistakable stench of decay. Digging beneath his house, they uncovered the remains of 29 victims, some so decomposed that identification was nearly impossible. Each body revealed the extent of Gacy's crimes. Arrested and interrogated, Gacy casually confessed to the murders. He even drew a map showing where he buried bodies beneath his home. The coldness with which he recounted his acts remains one of the case's most chilling aspects. In 1980, Gacy stood trial for 33 murders. His defense claimed insanity, but the jury was unswayed. After a 5-week trial, Gacy was found guilty and sentenced to death. Justice was served, yet the horror of his actions left a lasting impact. While on death row, Gacy took up painting, selling his artwork as he awaited execution. On May 10, 1994, justice was finally delivered when he was executed by lethal injection. Even in his final moments, Gacy's defiance persisted. Gacy's last words reportedly were, "Kiss my ass," a final act of defiance from a man who caused immense suffering. His execution ended a life of terror, but left behind a haunting legacy. The Gacy case remains a grim reminder of hidden evil. The story of John Wayne Gacy is a stark reminder of how evil can masquerade as normality. Wearing many masks, literally and figuratively, Gacy preyed on the vulnerable, leaving devastation in his wake. His tale warns of the hidden dangers that may lurk nearby. Gacy's dark chapter in history prompts reflection on what drives a person to such horrors. Could someone like him have been stopped sooner? I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more true crime stories.